Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Andrea Estrada. I am Regional Product Manager for Enable. Please, if you have any questions, send in through the public chat. And please let me introduce Ivan Galvan, pre-sales engineer from Licencias OnLine. Ivan, we hear you.
Thank you very much, Andrea. Hello, everybody. Well, we are going to talk about Enable, and well, let me start. I'm going to close my camera because of the bandwidth. Then we can start. Okay, Licencias OnLine and Enable. We are here because we want to present you a partnering to stay ahead. This is the reason why we're here. And the reason is to speak something about Enable and what is the relationship with Licencias OnLine, and of course, what we have for you and what we bring for you talking about solutions. Of course, by the way, we need to talk about Enable because Enable MSP Solutions for today ranks first in the category of production innovation, partnership, and managed services in the cloud. This is the reason why this is the ideal platform to grow your business. Enable is developed specifically for MSPs, offer the performance you expect and the proper protection of your customers. Indeed, our products are easy to use and intuitive, with reliable automation based on cloud. So Enable offers to you and your customers of any size the agility, capacity, and stability to manage their growth. We have a large group of tools that allows you to provide an on-demand management and administration service to your end customers. And it's the reason why Enable's mission is to empower MSPs seeking to create highly efficiency and profitable business for you and service providers. We offer a complete and scalable solution, fast and reliable support, flexible pricing, and product design exclusively to create service provider offer for you and your customers. And one of the things that we need to talk about is that's why we have several solutions, and we have several solutions for all types of customers you have. And of course, we need to talk that we used to be a part of SolarWinds, but at this time we are not a part of SolarWinds. We are Enable MSP, and we offer secure and protection. We are talking about that, about protection. Enable and has a secure design, offer transparency and layer protection continuously, and we offer our goal is offers the peace of mind of your customers and your customers' data, of course, through MSP services that my people and infrastructure are often protected. MSPs and IT environments are key lines of defense. Our products allow you to protect yourself and your customers simply, secure, and cost-effectively. Our products allow you to protect yourself safety, easy, and cost-effective. These are three things that we already have, and guess we have all the whole ecosystem, secure ecosystem, to proper secure the network, to proper secure the endpoints, and of course to proper secure all the environment around the customers you have. We have several alliances, and this is one of the things that we want to tell you, because we have several programs, we have several alliances, and of course we don't believe in closed ecosystems. That is why our solutions gives priority to alliances. Enable has invested a lot of resources and created an exclusive team to the technology and alliance program initiative. That's the reason why we have, by example, Cisco Meraki. Actually, we have to talk first of our two partnerships with SentinelOne and Bitdefender. SentinelOne, it's the software that we use, and we have a relationship, a partnership with them, because we can have the EDR with SentinelOne, all managed with RMM or managed with our base solutions. The other solution that we have for security is Bitdefender. Bitdefender is an antivirus, and we can have this virus or antivirus, talking about Bitdefender, as a partnership, and we can configure it from the RMM or in Central, our base solutions, to all the customers, all the tenants that you already have in the base managed tool. So we are proud to have this relationship, and of course we have a relationship, a power relationship with Microsoft, and of course we already have these integrations. For example, Microsoft Intune or Microsoft Office 365, and this is the reason why we can have these two solutions integrated with RMM or and Central. And of course, we have another integration products. You can go to enable.com, go to products, or go to relationships and technology alliances, and you can have all the relationships that we already have with several brands, several manufacturers. By example, Acronis, by example, Able Ninja, by example, Barracuda. These are many other brands that we have in our portfolio for integration with them. As an able MSP, we have to have a value proposal. And in this slide, we can identify why MSPs are some combination of service providers, but not all of them longer about, actually not all of them only looking for a solution, only look for offering some specialized and competitive service. Most of them, they try to represent a group of solution, and they can offer the best service of their customers. And now we have several things. The first one is, at this time, most of the MSPs, they have a reactive support. What is this? We take a look of some devices, and we take the best tools to solve it, because at the end, it's simple, it's fast, it's reliable, and at the end, all the customers needs to have not a reactive, they need some proactive service provider, because at the end, this is the kind of model that we can offer, and of course, we can get managed services to the customers that you have. Then, of course, most of the MSPs, they are talking about 75% of the MSPs works on reactive model. At this time, we need to move to proactive model, and we need to have advanced reports, reducing times and optimizing the work of their engineering teams, of course. And because of this, where we offer a programming package, month by month, recurring and billable. This is one of the things that we have to take care, because in a business model of pay for what they consume, you have to wait for what your customer or tenant consume, and after that, you have to make a bill. Then, having all of this, we are going to have an automation control. We are going to lead a better experience for you and, of course, for your customers. From here, to become a part of the managed program, who is the next part of the value proposal, we can offer, or we are where you can be ready to offer packages or buffet solution, everything you can consume. This is the way we can work. This is the way we want to work with you as an MSP, because at the end, what Enable does it constantly offer? That means to grow from the reactive to managed model, and what we want is to be to grow with you, and of course with your customers as a solutions. How can we help you, or can we help to you to get more business, or to get more partners, to get more customers? There are different ways in which Enable allows you to take them as a part in a better experience. Every day, we seek to have a better trainings that you allow to deploy much better or measured with training on demand. What we have, MSP Manager, MSP Institute. MSP Institute can help you to have all of these programs for customers, even if you want it, for your team, for your technical team, for your commercial team. And MSP Institute offers educational programs for IT professionals where you can find tools to train your salespeople or how to sell their services. Even if you want to take these trainings for technicians, you can have it, and engineers on how to use the tools. 100% educational and professional programs for IT and business people. This is what we can have here. How can we help for your business? There are many ways. And of course, the first one is MSP Institute. The second one is that we can have MSP resources. These resources are all the documents. Actually, we have a platform, a whole platform, where you can allow and know all the solutions, even if you want to take a course of any of the solution, of any or particular solution, you can have it. And even if you want to have this particular training, you can bring more specifically with configure, with sales things, and many things, many details about information about this solution, and even how can you work with several solutions to bring to the customers that you have. Of course, what we have support, consulting, we have sales here, because at the end we can have a lot of things talking about the information that you can come to you as an MSP, and of course, how can you sell all of these solutions to your customers. And at the end, it's the kind of thing that you can bring all of this information on several languages. If you don't have people who speak Spanish, or maybe you have people who speak only English, you can have all of these trainings in several languages too. At the end, what we have, or what we pretend to have, it's an Enable and Licencias Online partnership, a strong partnership, because at the end we have this technical support, and we'll always ask you to try the solution. What we offer, actually, at the end of this presentation, we're going to tell you how to access to these trials. And of course, we invite you to try it. And at the end, we want you to know the solution, to play with it, and of course, try to make configuration. And what happens if you doesn't know the solution and you doesn't know how to configure all of this? Don't worry about that. We can help you as Licencias Online, and even as Enable. All the people, all the engineering people are back of us, a back of you. Then don't worry about that. We can help you to configuring, maybe even helping you to deploy the first customer, or deploying some demos or bugs. And by the way, we can have a technical support. This technical support is 24/7, 365 years per year. Then you have the training, you have the documentation available, and of course, probably you can have live training with us. What kind of values that we can give you as a Licencias Online? Well, we have regional engineers who works with the solutions and know how the solution works. At the end, we can have demos or POCs with you for your customers, and make as much shorter learning curve as possible, achieving a complete technical and business training for you. Then what we want you have a better comprehension of the solution, and of course to have more customers in the proper way of have it and have the solution with them. What we have as a proposal for Licencias Online values. Well, first, we have several requirements. We have a revenue per queue that we want to offer. And if you want to take these advantages, to have this revenue per queue. And of course, you are going to have several benefits. These benefits can have it on rebates, make marketing, maybe workshops, maybe access to demos, maybe have some extra support. Talking about, when we talk about support, we have to talk about we already have chat, we have already live chat, we have a telephone support. Actually, we have several kind of criticized ticketing. Then we can get a different kind of support, and at the end we can get a success story of you and your work with your customers, and we can offer you all of these for these $500 that we can get. And of course, what we want is, well, first we need to trial, we need to go to the trial versions, and of course at the end we can have these solutions on operating as an operative system. Then all the configuration that you have, you can take it and you can come with you to the first deploy, for example. And at this time we are going to talk about the solutions. Again, my name is Ivan Galvan. I'm a regional cloud pre-sales engineer. And as a pre-sales engineer, we need to talk about the solution that we already have. In the portfolio, we have two base solutions. The first one is RMM, the second one is MSP Central. But we need to have a little space to talk about one and the other, and talk about talking about RMM. This is a software as a service solution. This is a cloud-based remote monitoring and management solution, and help you to manage service provider deliver valuable IT services with remote access, monitoring, patching, alerting, automation. You can have several services with this RMM solution, but it is hosted in enabled cloud. This is the first thing. The second tool is Central. Central is the kind of solution that you can have more granularity. You can install this solution in your own premises, or you can host this solution on the customer premises. But the main situation is that you have to have the administration and the management of the solution. Then you can give all the service provider solution to your customer. Then, what is the main difference between RMM and Central? This is the main difference. You can have this solution, software as a service solution, or RMM, and you can bring this solution in Central to your on-premise or data center, or you can install it in the premises of your customer. These are the two ways that you can work with these two solutions. And we have several integrated and autonomous tools. What is this? We can have backup, we can have mail assure, we can have take control, EDR, MSP Manager, Passportal. All of these solutions are add-ons to the base solution, RMM or Central. What is the meaning of this? That you can bring all of this solution and integrate it with RMM or Central. And of course, you can manage all of these solutions with RMM or Central. This is why we have these add-on solutions, because at the end, what we can offer to you as an MSP is to have these base solutions and bring these add-ons as a service to your customers. What you have to do, you only have to push a right click on your mouse over the device that you want to protect as a backup, maybe, or maybe give them a mail assure thing with Office 365, or maybe any other email domain, and that's all. You can manage all of the solutions inside of RMM or Central. At this time, we are going to talk about RMM, because this is the software as a service solution. This is the solution that we can give you as fast as possible, because at the end, this is a platform over enabled cloud, and you can have your user and password, and you can start deploying this solution. If you want to work with Central, you have to deploy the solution, or even if you want, you can deploy it inside the enabled solution for an extra cost. We can talk about that after this presentation, but at this time we are going to take care about this, and we are going to take a vision of RMM solution. RMM solution is the kind of solution, is a software as a service solution, and you can have several customers. By example, you have a customer A, customer B, and customer C. Customer A, maybe the needs of these customers is they only need maybe, I don't know, maybe endpoints. They need to manage and yeah, all of these endpoints talking about Windows, Linux, or Mac OS. And this is the needs of this customer A, but probably the customer B needs maybe to have some printers inside of the network managed too, and probably they have several servers, talking about virtual servers or physical servers. Probably you have a customer C. This customer, they probably said, I don't need this kind of managed monitoring. Probably I just need a backup. You can have whatever you want to customer A, customer C, and customer B. At the end, this is the way we see. You can bring all the services, depends on what the customer A wants or customer B wants, but at the end you can bring all of these services to the customer if you want it, or if these customers tells you, I want backup, you can give them backup. I want secure over the email, you can give them mail assure. I need a proper password, manage, you can give a passport or whatever. Then this is why we work. And of course, we have several tools. By example, I remember we have background management. This is the kind of manage that you can bring. Actually, you can manage and transfer files. You can maintain the performance issues. Actually, you can log in settings. You can manage and mapped units. Even if you want to manage service controls about Windows or the operating system, you can do it. And of course, what is the most of the things that having a background management? Most of the times, our users or the users that we used to have in our customer, they doesn't want to stop to do maybe a release, an upgrade, or some operating system, the antivirus, on all of these. Then what we offer have this background management, because at the end, the end customer doesn't know that their device are having a release, an upgrade, and they doesn't know that these are the solution working on the background management. But at the end, we have remote access too. Remote access, it's integrated in RMM, like the background management, and you can specifically tell to the customer, hey, I want to give you and specify what kind of upgrade or release want to do. And of course, you can have a remote control, fast and reliable. Once you have the control of the device, you can block the remote keyboard and mouse of the device. You can put their screen on black, and even if you want, you can make a recording of this session. What can you do about this? You can make this recording, and of course, most of the time we need to know what we are doing with the device of this user, because a user used to say, hey, just before the IT guy get control of my device, maybe my email doesn't work, or maybe any other thing, or maybe other software doesn't work. Then this is the reason why we try to make a session recording. Maybe we can do some screenshots, make some screenshots, and of course at the end we can do this with Windows and Mac. It doesn't matter what kind of workstation you have or your customers have. And then starting from here, we have to talk about the security ecosystems, because we talk about backup. This is the first part of security ecosystem. Why? Because at the end, when we have a kind of attack, probably of malware, of ransomware, some of these, the first thing that we want to know if we have a backup. Then we can have this backup inside the enabled cloud. Then probably we can have this kind of solution like an hybrid backup solution. What we can offer for you as MSP and what you can offer for your customers, you can manage all of these backups through RMM. And of course, you can have all of these managed, talking about a scale, talking about what kind of file do you want to back up, at what time. Even if you want to have some manage about the bandwidth, you can have the bandwidth throttling. That is the manage the how much or what is the minimum or maximum bandwidth that you want to use to pass that backup to your enabled cloud. Then these are some of the things that you can manage talking about backup with RMM. But of course, what happened if your customers tells you, hey, my data is cipher, it's encrypted, or what happened with all of this data, because all of this data it's going through internet. Then don't worry about that. All your data it's encrypted in transit and at rest. This is a very important thing, because at the end we need to have this data probably more affected if go through internet, but don't worry about that because it's encrypted. The second thing is that you can give more restoration options, talking about full image, talking about item level, talking about the same location. You want to restore the information in the same location in a new one, you can do it. And what we have for this, we can use True Delta technology. True Delta technology, it's the kind of solution to help us to bring this delta of the data changes that we have in our devices and just give these true or these changes through the network to the cloud of Enable. Then what happened? All the bandwidth that you use are minimal. Then this is the kind of thing that we probably use to make more efficient this backup solution. Of course, we can have backup for SQL, for Oracle, for SharePoint, for VMware, for Hyper-V. We have several items that we can offer to make these backups. The second part is the antivirus. Before I talk about Bitdefender, I talk about Sentinel-1. And at this time, we have to talk about Bitdefender. Bitdefender is the partnership that we already have for the antivirus solution. And of course, it's a leader in antivirus industry. First, the second one, we can offer with Bitdefender, of course, to have a detection of the ransomware. Even we have a heuristic and behavioral analysis. We have enforcement restriction. Of course, we can work with a scanning network, with blacklist, whitelist, having an anti-phishing, lower and granular explosions. Then we have all the traditional antivirus here with Bitdefender. But what happened if our customer said, I need an advanced antivirus? Then you can manage Bitdefender and you can manage EDR with Sentinel-1. You have both solutions. You have both antivirus solution, advanced and traditionals, to give to your customers. And when we talk about Sentinel-1, we have to talk about advantages about the traditional one, because at the end we are having here an artificial intelligence for static and behavioral detection. What is this? Machine learning. Then what happened with the machine learning? You can now know all the attacks or zero-day attacks. You can stop it, and you can take these attacks and through to a network, to another network, doesn't matter what happened with your device, because at the end doesn't have a ransomware at this time. Even if you want to have a solution to repair if you have an attack of ransomware, what we have, by example, you can have a rollback. This is a feature that we only have for Windows operating system, but what you can have is you can, what happens if ransomware attacks you and cipher some device? The first thing that we have to know is, do we have a backup? If we doesn't have it, then we have to pay sometimes, or probably where we need to know if we can have any other option to uncipher the device. But at this time with EDR, you can have a rollback of these devices. You can take all the malware, the ransomware, taking this to a quarantine or delete it and repair all the files that were ciphered. Then this is the kind of solution that you can offer to your customers without needed of backup or without needed any other solution, any other antivirus solution. With the EDR, you can have this kind of part of solutions and this kind of security. Talking about Mail Assure, this is another solution, another add-on solution that we can offer you. And this is where this kind of solution that you can have security, talking about antivirus, malware, ransomware, phishing, social engineering, phishing, and spoofing over the mail without using antivirus like Bitdefender or SentinelOne. This is a proper solution, Mail Assure, and you can have the proper security for your email. This is the proper solution to have for email continuity 24/7. This is the way we can have it. But we don't only have security, we can have archiving and encryption. Then we can have a backup of the email, and we can have the secure email, talking about a malware, ransomware, social engineering. Then what we have, by example, we have here an unlimited storage. What is this? You can bring all your data or your mailbox to the enabled cloud, and you can store it there for 27 years. Then this is unlimited because at the end, most of the customers probably need maybe 5 or 10-day retention time, talking about 5 or 10 years. But when we talk about 27 years, there is a lot of time. Then this is the reason why we talk about unlimited storage. Talking about Passportal. Passportal is a knowledge protection, create a control credential and access for your customers, for your users. What we do, we encrypt passwords. We do a management cloud-based passwords, and of course we do a stronger passwords. What we know or what we see, this is the front door of our company. Then we need to have a stronger password. We have to eliminate the reuse of passwords. We have to automate password change, and we have to replace and maintenance all the passwords. This is the reason why we offer Passportal and why you can offer Passportal to your customers, because at the end you have to have this front door properly managed and properly secure. And what happened if your customer said, hey, I forgot my password because it's too strong, because there are letters, capital letters, there are numbers, whatever. It's a pretty hard password to learn. You can have Passportal Link. Passportal Link helps you and helps your customers to reset the passwords without your help as an IT guy. Why? Because at the end they can have an application in their cellular phones and they can reset the password by their own. Then doesn't matter if they forget the password, they can have a second factor authentication factor, and they can reset the password with passport to blink. What we have is a third part, an MSP Manager. MSP Manager is the kind of solution that can help you to integrate it with RMM as a ticket integration. It's the kind of tool that you can give a proper SLA, service level agreement, to your customer, and of course what kind of service level agreement you want to give to your customer. By the end, you want to give them the best time in solving their problems, solving the tickets that they probably give you or happen to you. And what you can have is time recording. You can practically, you can take the time of how many times your IT guys can solve the problems of your customers, and because of that, you can get a lot of time to bring these problems out. And this is the way we can help with MSP Manager, because at the end you can monitor and you can automate this monitoring and redirection incidents to the proper guy. Probably it's a ticketing system when you can, I don't know, maybe you can have a customer A, B, or C, like we talked about before, and we can have maybe the customer A go to your IT guy 1. The customer B goes to customer IT guy 2, and the customer C maybe goes to both guys. Then we can have this separated manage of the ticketing, and doesn't matter what happened at the end, you can manage all of the incidents, and you can record. You can have this integration with QuickBooks Online, and probably you can have all of these solution working with RMM or RMM Central solutions. Reports. This is the last part of our solution. What we have, we can have the best solution of the planet, but if we don't have the best reports offering, probably our customers would say, this is not the proper solution for us, because I don't know, sometimes we used to give some reports about, I don't know, maybe critical events, maybe all of the things that you can have in your solution, and you can bring these reports to the C-level people, and C-level people doesn't matter about all of these things, probably because they want an executive summary. They want to know maybe many other things. This is the reason why you can manage all of these reports, and at the end you can make the proper report for the proper person. This is the way we can work. You can give an executive summary report to the C-level people, and you can give another kind of reports to the people for the IT manager, or for the people who is consider or in charge of many other things. For example, critical events, you can put take control report, remote support report. You can have all the web protection report, manage antivirus report, all the things that you are proper configure in the device or in the tenant or in the customer. You can give them a report, a proper report, and of course you can brand all of these reports with your proper slogan, with your proper colors, and could customize these reports as good as you want. Like I told you before, do you want to try it? You can do it. This is the reason why we're here, because at the end what we want to do is to offer you a trial. This trial can help you to manage the solutions, can help you to bring all the solutions with you, and of course just to know what we can have and what you can have in the solution. This is the link, and maybe we can put it in the chat. You can come and go to enable endpoint detection and response, enable backup, DNS filtering, mail assure, MSP Manager, Passportal, take control, remote monitoring, and central. These are the solutions that we can try for you. And this is the way we can offer that you have to try the solution. If you have some problems or issues about configuring, doesn't matter, don't worry, just ask us and we can help you to configure maybe the first demo for you or for one of your customers, just to help you to configure and deploy all of these things. We can give you all the information, of course. And by the way, we can have several information about, by example, all the guides to configure all of this solution. What happens if you want to get started? Okay, you have a proper get starting, talking about introduction, the dashboard security, the dashboard user management, all the supported operating system. Then you can have pass walking through the whole RMM solution. Then you can have all of these things and you can configure whatever you want. It doesn't matter what you want to configure, what do you want to do, you can have it and you can do it with this user guide. What happens if you don't want to use remote management as a managed? You can have many other solutions as a standalone. Then you can have all the solutions, you can have all the proper guides here. By example, if you don't want to use RMM, you just want to use backup or mail assure or MSP Manager as a standalone solution, you can have it and you can try it. Then if you want to use it as a backup solution, you can come to backup standalone and you can have all the starting guide from 0 to 100 to run the solution. This is the reason why we have several kind of solutions and several kind of guides. Of course, if you don't want to use RMM and you want to go to Central and make the stronger solution as a part of your solution as an MSP, you can get it and you can have all the guides and you can have all the things that you can come with this solution. Then we have the materials, we have the proper material for you to have this configuration stuff. And at the end, what we offered you is to try this solution. Then I don't know if we have much more time, but this is what we have for you, and this is the end of the presentation. Do we have any question on, or any comment in the audience? Andy?
At this moment, we don't have any questions in the chat.
Okay.
So if anyone has a question, can write it.
Okay, perfect. Please, if you have any question, if you want to know much more, if you want to know more about the solution, please ask us. Or even if you want, you can write us and we can have a small conversation one by one, just to give you a proper talk about the solution, what you want. And it doesn't matter, just try it. This is the way we want to offer you these solutions. Okay, if we don't have many other questions, guess we can finish with this webinar. And of course, please let me know if you have any other thing to know about Enable. And here we are, Andrea Estrada. He's the Regional Product Manager for CA and CA, Central America and Caribbean. And I am Ivan Galvan, Regional Cloud Pre-Sales Engineer, and we can help you with Enable too. Okay, if we don't have any questions, thank you very much for your time, and have a nice day.